Welcome back to episode 236 of the Guy and Guns podcast. I'm your host, Troy.
And I'm your other host, Doug.
We use this podcast to talk about God, guns, and the responsible Christian gun owners' interest. On this week's show, we'll be talking about Flag Day. What's Flag Day, Doug?
Flag Day, honoring the American flag, man.
And that's today.
It is today.
Cool. First of all, thank Bandwidth sponsor. Slow down. Farms Radio Network. If you've not checked out other shows on the Farms Radio Network, please do. And just remember, they're not all nice boys like we are.
Exactly.
I mean, they're nice boys and girls, but sometimes things slip out that you don't want children in the room. But other than that, they're good people.
A little saltier than us.
Yep. Unless I hit my thumb with a big hammer, and then I might salt something. But
Get a little salty.
What else we got, Doug?
Ammo.com. Hey, if you're looking to buy some ammo, go check our buddies out, our sponsors, Ammo.com. They will give you great prices on ammo, and they got pretty much any kind of selection you want, good prices, and they will give you a coupon when you check out. So every $200 you spend with them, they will knock off $20 just for using our promo code GODGUNS. And at the very end, when you check out, they also take 1% of the money they would make and let you pick the charity that you want to donate that to. And most of them are veterans organizations. Well, a lot of them are veterans organizations and very worthwhile charities. So not only are you getting some good ammo prices, you're getting a discount and you're helping somebody out. So go check them out, ammo.com. Also, Crossbreed Holsters. Hey, if you're carrying a gun on your person, got one next to your bed, got it in your pocketbook, or you can carry one in your truck, Crossbreed has a holster for you. Troy and I carrying a Super Tuck Deluxe 99% of the time. We love it. You will too if you get one. Most comfortable holsters you will ever put on. So go check our buddies out at crossbreedholsters.com. Carry the cross.
Carry the cross. I am carrying the cross.
I have mine in a cross tonight too. And our video is not playing over on YouTube.
It is on mine. You got the...
Is it?
I must have, I don't know. Because there ain't nobody here with us, so I'll look and see. We go ahead and talk about your guiding gun activities. And I'll see.
There it is. It just popped up. Well, maybe it is working now.
Okay. So I haven't looked at Facebook, but what happened with your guiding gun activities?
Let's see. This past week, God activities. Of course, I've been doing my Sportsman's Daily Devotional every day. Church on Sunday, had a good service. Gun side, everyday carry. Been carrying my Glock 19, and that's pretty much what I carry most of the time. Man, still looking forward to this Bulwarks class in August. I've been watching the guys post from some other things that they're doing right now, and I can't wait, man. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be hot, but hey, I don't know. You talk about hot. Yesterday morning, it was nice and cool when I got up. This morning, it was 58 degrees when I got up in Georgia. It was so nice.
46 here.
Are you serious?
46 when I got up and took off to Glasgow this morning about 7 o'clock.
Man, I walked out of the house this morning to let the dogs out about 5 o'clock this morning. And I was like, ooh, I should have put some shoes or something on. It was chilly, but it made me think I was going duck hunting. But it was nice. I hope it stays that way. It got up to about 80, 85 today. Excuse me. But there was zero humidity. It was just perfect. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better day.
Cool.
See, what else did I do? Oh, hey, I got my AR fixed. Thanks for everybody that gave some advice on that thing. So what I wound up doing, I took the bolt completely apart and I gave it a bath in the Frog Lube cleaner solvent stuff.
Yep.
Cleaned it up real good, and then I put just a little light coat of back on it, and just coated it just a little bit. Put everything back together again, and took it out, and that baby was running like a champ. So
there you go.
I don't know if I got something. I don't know if something was stuck up in it, or I don't know. I don't know what happened to it, but I just know it didn't go back.
What Eric told me is that the Frog Lube inside of gets in the AR bolt carrier and causes havoc. So it's I don't know why that would be, but he says that don't use frog lube around on your bolt carrier. I've never had any trouble with it on pistols or any of the guns, but
I had neither.
so I started using just a CLP spray on lube, and it's working fine. So
I have to. I have to
live
get.
and learn.
Yeah, I have to get me a little Seal 1 to do the bolt in and frog lube on the rest of it. But let's see, what else have I done? Hey, I got a cool present for Father's Day already. My wife, it came in Friday, was sitting on the carport. I got one of those 36-inch Blackstone griddles.
Yeah,
Cook on. Ooh, buddy.
yeah, I saw it. It looks nice.
Man, that thing is nice. So I sat on the back porch the other night, and you have to go through the seasoning process because it basically is like a big cast iron skillet, really.
Cool.
And so I seasoned that bad boy up, and I've been cooking up a storm on it. So
I saw fajitas the other night. It looked good.
I did. Tonight I made, so they call them on all the site, they call them smash burgers. And all it is basically a Leahy hamburger.
Oh, okay.
So I put onions on them just like Mr. Leahy used to do, and grilled them. You know, when the burgers was cooking, put cheese on there and set the buns on there, got them nice and soft. Ooh, man, they was good. But so
you don't make me hungry. Stop. I haven't had supper yet.
I tell you what, that thing's impressive. I'm gonna do breakfast tomorrow. I'm gonna try it out with pancakes and all that good stuff tomorrow. So we'll see.
I don't know if I can make it there in time.
If you leave right now, you can.
We gotta wrap up the show and everything.
You still make it 7 hours.
7 hours.
Yeah, you be in business. But
You gotta go through Atlanta though. I mean, that's
yeah, but that time of night it won't be bad. You blow right through there.
if you say so. I ain't never blown through there ever.
But
Every time I go through there, it's a pain.
oh, I know. It usually is, but that time of night is not real bad. But anyway, that was my weekend review. What you been up to?
Well, let's see. Didn't have to do security, so that was good. I got to actually. Well, I didn't go to church, but I stayed with my neighbor. So my neighbor, um, and my neighbor passed away Wednesday, and Sunday I was going to go to church, and he didn't have anybody with him over there, so I went over there and stayed the day with him, and while his wife was passing away, so it was cancer is just the worst.
Some bad stuff.
And she went through the whole process with hospice coming in and doing their process, which in the end, it's the best way not to have painful end of life kind of scenario, because I saw what could happen if it wasn't followed by the book, and it's been a hard month. I mean, she was a fighter, and she fought to the last breath. And it's been hard. So my family and our community and his church, it was amazing. They all came around, supported him and her, and them as a family. And if y'all would just be in prayer for Lloyd, he's my neighbor, and I love him. And it was a long process, and it's not over. Funeral service is still yet to come, and so that's consumed most of the last 2 solid weeks of my time. So I had a mission meeting I wasn't able to go to because she was down to the last couple of hours, and she actually passed when I should have been at that mission meeting. So I told him I wasn't coming, and stayed back because I knew she was going to pass that night. But I tell you what, it's important to be a good neighbor. It's important to be a brother in Christ, and show that love. and show that peace that surpasses understanding. The Holy Spirit's presence was there. Uh, every moment of every bit of the time we were there was bathed in prayer, and uh, it was um, it was a humbling experience. I've been through it a couple times. Well, one time with an uncle, and then from more of a distance with some other from other friends. But to be there every day and see that process and all the people involved and all the nurses and the caregivers and the volunteers that come in that situation, it was amazing. But she was saved. She was a believer. She was practicing uh, Christian and plugged into the church and serving, and so was her husband. So, uh, we celebrated the law, celebrate her life, not her, not as a loss, but she got to go home. She got to be out of pain. She wasn't suffering anymore, and she got to go home and be with Jesus. And so that's the way we approached it, and and that's the way we ought to approach it. It's a celebration when we get to go home and leave this alien world that hates us and
Yeah,
be
no
home with
doubt.
heaven. Home with heaven. So that would comprise most of my God stuff this week. I've been reading when I have an opportunity, but again, it's just mostly been focused on that. And then on the gun side, really didn't do anything other than talk to talk to Lloyd about guns and talk to Lloyd about lots of things, um, and just try to serve. Uh, I did start a new account. I'm going to drop it in here. We'll replug it at the back end too. But I've had lots of Twitter shadow banning to the point where I don't think anybody's seen any of my stuff. Instagram got weird on us. Me and Doug were texting back and forth. Was it yesterday or the day
Yeah,
before?
yesterday.
It just locked up. It may have been everywhere, but I didn't have access to my account for a long time. Uh, and I couldn't see it from other people's devices. Uh, Facebook's been acting flaky. So I don't know. I don't know that we're big enough dogs in the fight to draw their attention yet. I apologize for coughing in everybody's ears. But I have set up an account, sort of like the Twitter account. It's called Parler, and it's spelled Parler. Papa Alpha Romeo Lima Echo Romeo. So check that out. And I've set up my personal account. I set up a God and Guns account, and I've already got over a couple dozen people. Just I don't know, probably 30 or so people. It just keeps popping up that more and more people are following us. So somehow they found us. And then the site that Sean was talking about us joining is called Gunstreamer. And so Gunstreamer, we're going to start putting our videos over there. I've yet to set that up. He told me that with a new platform that Farmers Radio Network's working on, that we'll be able to uh, have access to plug our postings and stuff straight in, and be able to put our things in the Gunstreamer. So I've got to work on that process. We're getting ready to take off on mission trip next Thursday. So I'm probably going to be heading out Wednesday. Our kids are going to church camp, um, church student life camp, starting Sunday. So I'm going to swing by there and pick them up on the way to Montana. So from here until probably the first week of July is going to be crazy. Travel and more travel, and we're going to be working in Billings with the Great Plains Gathering Indian Church there in Billings, Montana. So if you guys are up that way anywhere around and want to meet up or something, hey, just you know message me on Facebook or whatever social media platforms you can find me on, and I'd love to meet you. I'm going to stop by Crossbreed on the way out. We'll take the southern route. I told Justin I was going to stop by there and get a factory tour, and he said, "Yeah, come on." So we're going to stop there and visit with them for just a little while, and then lots of driving to get out to Billings, and then rest of the stuff's just been farm stuff. Checking on the cows, hay, working on stuff around the house. Didn't really get to shoot anything that I can remember. Sure, probably shot something. It's not coming to me at this moment.
I know, right?
But it's been crazy. I've got. I feel like I'm just being pulled in every possible direction. But I'm just gonna keep plugging on. Trust God to take care of all the little stuff. So EDC check. What are you carrying tonight?
EDC check, man. I of course got my Glock, and we're not going to talk about it yet, but I do have it in a crossbreed holster,
Yeah.
so looking good.
Is that inside waistband or outside waistband?
I got it set up for inside.
Yeah. And you can set up for outside.
You can. I haven't figured out quite how to do it, but
You can attach a magazine to it. Magazine holder.
yes, you can.
And you can carry it where it's pointing at your stuff. But I don't like it that way.
Magazine holder. Check it out.
Oh, hey, we got somebody over here. AJ.
Andrew's on with us. He want to know if you're going to Wyoming.
Yeah, I'm going through Wyoming. I'm not going through much of Wyoming. I'm going to probably clip the corner of it. I'm going to probably go across 212 and go up over it, take the shortcut, go through the Northern Cheyenne Indian Reservation, stop at Crow Agency, and they got a little restaurant there and have some fry bread and honey.
Ooh,
That's some good stuff.
that
You gotta eat while it's hot. If it gets cold, it ain't no good.
sounds
You get
tasty though.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We had a lady come to our Indian camp. Oh gosh, 5 years ago. She made fry bread for 60 people, and we had fry bread to take home. we had boxes of fry bread, and it's good when you first get it. If it goes once it gets cold, I couldn't do much with it.
Not so much after that.
Not so much. It's like a big it's like a big donut, but it's just the bread. It's not like powder coated or anything like that, or glazed or anything.
Right.
And then you just drizzle honey on it. It's good stuff. All right, where were we at? We were talking about EDC. Oh, every day. My everyday today is, of course, the Glock 30S, 45 ACP, carrying the Trijicon X. Ain't got no Trijicon on it. It's got a Surefire XC1. And it's got, it does have Trijicon HD sights, which are tritium with a big orange dot up front. So my old eyes can pick that right up. And everything else about it is pretty much stock. I did put an extended slide release on it, and I did put the little bit, I don't know what you call it. It's a extended magazine catch, so I can catch it with my finger.
Do you have much wear on that?
On what? On the gun?
Uh huh.
Oh yeah, it's getting shiny. I don't know if you can see here. It's getting wear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see a little bit wear there. See it on the sharp edges.
Yep.
Here on the front of the sight. Yeah, my 19s, and I've got it here along the frame rail too. So it looks like light, but that's actually wear from pulling from the holster. And yeah, it's a tool. It's not. It's not jewelry.
I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see this one or not. You might be able to. Let's see.
Yeah.
Can you see it right there along the slide?
I see like a line there.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm picking that up, but it's really worn around the edges.
Don't muzzle yourself, buddy.
Huh? Oh no, I'm not. It's just in the camera, dude.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know what I got that line from.
Don't know.
Hey, I may wind up Cerakoting it one day. You never know.
It's always a possibility.
It is. It is. But hey, she shoots good, and it's killed the last 2 pigs I've shot with it. So hey, rock on.
I just got to notice while we're here live that Hangouts on air is going away later this year.
Really?
For streaming, we're supposed to try youtube.com/webcam. All right. I guess we'll have to deal with that monkey when it shows up. I've been looking at some online streaming apps, programs, just in case they do something like that. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So that was my EDC, your EDC feedback. Have any feedback
I
or
did
iTunes
not
review?
have any feedback today.
All right. So, can you shoot it now? No, I can't shoot it now.
I told him, I said, my wife won't let me shoot in the house anymore.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Not unless a bunch of guys kick in the door, which they can't kick in that door. I can take it.
No.
That door there is, it's heavily armored and it's got bolts across it, and it's got probably 6,000 pounds of ammo packed up against it.
Yeah.
All right. So on to Comedy Corner. What you got?
Comedy's Corner. Hey, my buddy Chad is coming through. He's been sending me some good stuff. He's out of school right now, and he has his days free to find me plenty of good, clean jokes. So tonight one is called Stamps. A woman went into the post office to buy stamps for her greeting cards. What denominations? Asked the clerk. Oh, good heavens, have we come to this? She said. Well, give me 50 Catholics and 50 Baptist ones.
There you
go. I thought you was froze up for a minute.
It was you.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. And you just sat there and your face was frozen, but you kept talking, sort of.
Kindly, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. Or are you getting rid of Hangouts?
Yeah.
Man, I apologize for coughing y'all's ears again. All right, so that was a good clean one.
It was.
I'm trying not to cough, so let's see if I can read this without coughing in everybody's ear. I need to have my finger near the mute button. Let me just do a cough and you talk about something for just a second.
All right, let me see. What can we talk about? Well, other than Flag Day today, it's been a pretty good day. So I made a little post, which we'll go over during the main topic about the flag and how it gets folded. And I thought that was important. If anybody ever reads that and still wants to stomp on a flag, well, they deserve to get stomped out later.
Now, Doug, vengeance is God's, not ours.
That's true. I can help them to the front of the line, though.
Yeah, you get them set up for the tee off.
Exactly.
All right, our Bible verse tonight, 2 Timothy 3, verses 1 through 9. And Andrew, you're going to have to share our thing. Apparently, nobody's here but you. So, oh, we got 4 out there. The rest of you guys need to be coming. All right, 2 Timothy 3, verses 1 through 9, ESV version. But understand this, that in the last days there will become times of difficulty, for people will be lovers of the self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable. Boy, that says it, doesn't it?
Ooh.
Slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness but denying its power. Avoid such people, for among them are those who creep into households and capture weak women, burdened with sins and led astray by various passions, always learning but never arriving at the knowledge of the truth. Boy, that one's right in the middle of it, isn't it?
Man.
Always learn, never able to arrive at the knowledge of the truth. Just as Jannes and Jambres opposed Moses, so these men also oppose the truth. Men corrupt in mind and disqualified regarding the faith, but they will not get very far, for their folly will be plain to all. And I have a window popped up in front of the verses. as was that of those two men. So 2 Timothy 3, 1 through 9. So it's talking about in the end times, in the last days, before Jesus' return, these are the signs that you're going to be seeing. I see all of these, and it's, I saw this kind of stuff in the 80s and stuff when we were young, but not to the degree you see it today. Not flaunted, their sins flaunted and made legal and made, trying to be made mainstream. And the whole Rainbow Coalition thing going on this month, trying to promote homosexuality.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff wouldn't have happened when we were kids. I mean, homosexuals were a joke. I mean, everybody just laughed at them. And, most times they're just sad people that have been abused and been mistreated and have just had a horrible upbringing and been most of the time abused and sexually abused and have turned to that uh, for whatever reason. I think it's a spiritual thing. I think it's a spiritual battle that they're going. But but all sins equal. So we need to make sure that we don't get pious and thinking that we're better than anybody else, or some sins are worse than others. Uh, all sin God hates, and all sin separates us from God. And so we pray for all people, not just the ones we can have empathy for, the ones that we feel most like. But we need to pray for all people that they might be saved. They might know the saving grace of God, the peace that passes understanding, and that forgiveness, which, man, just how God has forgiven me for my stupidity and for my self-centered, sin-seeking soul. I tell you, it's
Oh, yeah.
I I can't say enough about God's grace, but but we are seeing all of these things. I mean, I think we can all agree there's nothing um, that is not covered. Treacherous, that's treason, right? They're treasonous, they're reckless, they're dangerous, they do stupid things, they think highly of themselves, they think that they're smarter than everyone else. When you get in a debate with a person on the left side of the view, they always are talking about how stupid you are and how ignorant you are and how dumb the other president is, or how they're always trying to think that they're smarter. But I don't see them debating. I don't see them arguing, but that's a whole other subject. I see them just calling you names. Most of the time, I just get called names all the time, and that's all they got. They can't debate. They can't logic. There's no logic. That goes back to the what we were talking about before. Always studying but never understanding the truth. I mean that is just so true of today. You have all these people that have all these degrees that mean nothing. People who are burdened with sins and are easily led astray. I mean, you see that in all these cults. You see this kind of things happening all the time. Always learning, never able to arrive at the knowledge of the truth. So they're seeking for knowledge, but the knowledge they're seeking for is folly. It's nothing. It's ludicrous. I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, you have to be blinded by the God of this world in order to not see the truth. And so that's one of the things we're called to pray for. Pray that the evil one won't cover their eyes, that they can actually see the truth, to see where their position is in the judgment days that are coming soon. And so, but I'm not professing I know when it's going to happen. I mean, it could be another 1,000 years. It could be another 100 years. It could be next week. I don't know. But I'm telling you guys that when you stay in the verses, it all becomes apparent. Gustavo has joined us. Hello, Gustavo. So I just want to make sure that you understand we are, according to the scriptures, very definitely in the last times. And so it's very important that you are sharing the gospel, you're sharing the love of Christ. Uh, God says, Jesus said, we'll be known by our love for one another. Uh, if we don't love one another, if we're not showing love and compassion to our friends and neighbors, to our church body, to people we run into, if that isn't evident in us, then we're not being a witness. And if we're not showing the and another thing that I've noticed more and more people are like seem to be worried. if you're a believer, you should not be worried. You should be the happiest person there is. You shouldn't be going around, oh, I'm worried about everything. You should be happy because we already have a ticket to ride, man. We've already got a ticket to heaven. We want to share it with everybody we know. We want to share it with everybody that we don't know, and we know that we don't have anything to fear. We're told don't fear man. Don't fear what man can do. Fear what God can do. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed of God. Don't be afraid when people call you stupid. That doesn't hurt you at all. Makes them look like the ones that are stupid. My opinion. I got to just laugh at them, but I don't pay no attention to them. Their opinion means nothing to me. Only
Nope.
person's opinion that means something to me is what God says about me. Anybody else doesn't matter at all. They can throw sticks, stones, spears, and everything else, but as long as I know what God says about me, it's in the scriptures. I'm good. Throw it at me. So that's all I had about those verses. Doug, you got anything you want to share?
No, it's pretty much right on time, though, isn't it?
Yep.
All that stuff is right there every day.
And just increasing. I mean, the press have doubled down on their lie. The the Democrats
Oh yeah.
and the whatever rhinos have doubled down on lies and doubled down on this stuff. And I'm not really making political, but I mean they do the same thing in the left right believers versus Satanists. They're doubling down. They're not going to back off the fact that they're going to take a lie and try to make it real. You can't do it. You can reshape that lie any way you want to. It's still a lie. You can prop it up. You can spray paint it. You can put a new set of clothes on it. You get other people to say they believe it. Still a lie. Just saying.
Yep.
All right. Our main topic, Doug.
All right.
Take off with it.
All right. Main topic today. So this is pretty near and dear to my heart. Um, since it is Flag Day, it just being prior military, I've actually seen this ceremony performed several times. Is how I first heard about it, and it's basically the significance of the folds of a flag. If you ever wondered, if you ever been to a military funeral or when they take the flag down in the evening and how they fold it up, well, each of those folds means something. So I thought it'd be nice on Flag Day, since it is Flag Day, to go over and tell exactly what each of those folds represent and what they mean. And you'll see real quick, God plays a big part in all of this. So that's what irritates me. One, as a American patriot that loves his country, when I see people desecrate a flag, throw it on the ground and stomp on it and step on it and do everything and spit on it and all that nonsense. That's what irks me. But anyway, so I thought I would go over and let everybody know that if you don't know this and you're just listening, you didn't see the post today, so you'll know what the 12 folds of the flag. There's actually 13 folds, but we'll get into that. But there's 12 that are significant. So the first fold of the flag is a symbol of life. That's what it stands for. The second fold of the flag signifies our belief in eternal life. So there's our first reference to God, our eternal life. The third fold of the flag is made in honor and tribute to the veterans departing our ranks and who have given a portion of his or her life for the defense for our country to attain peace. So we already talked about God, we talked about veterans. The fourth fold of the flag exemplifies our weaker nature as citizens trusting in God. It is to him we turn for his divine guidance. The fifth fold of the flag is an acknowledgement to our country, for in the words of Stephen Decatur, our country in dealing with other countries, may she always be right. Whether it be right. I don't know. I messed up something there. Oh, but there's a highlighted marker right there. I couldn't see what that was saying.
Hmm.
May she always be right, but it is still our country, wrong or right. The sixth fold of the flag is where our hearts lie. It is with our hearts that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The seventh fold of the flag is a tribute to our armed forces, for it is through our armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all enemies. The eighth fold is a tribute to the one who entered into the valley of the shadow of death, that we might see the light of day, and to honor our mother, for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is in honor to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of men and women who made this country great have been molded. The tenth fold is a tribute to Father, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country since he or she was first born. The 11th fold of the flag, in the eyes of the Hebrew citizens, represent the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies in their eyes the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The 12th fold of the flag, in the eyes of a Christian citizen, represents the emblem of eternity and glorifies in their eyes God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. The last fold, when the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, "In God We Trust."
Deal. Yeah, you posted it one time before, and I had never realized all that was the symbols of those of the flag being
So what
folded.
I've seen that ceremony done. They do it at a lot of military funerals.
Yeah.
They'll talk as they fold the flag for the family when they take it, when it's draped over the casket. They take it off and they fold it, and they'll have somebody narrating as they fold the flag to tell you what each one of the folds stands for. But I tell you, the coolest one I have ever seen was at a high school. It was a high school here in Warner Robins. Um, when I was with the recruiting service, and it was an ROTC competition. And this ROTC drill team out of I want to say they were out of Birmingham or Montgomery, Alabama. We're over here competing, and man, you talk about good. They had two young ladies. Everybody was dressed in their uniforms. They were at the mic talking, and as a guy came in, he's carrying the flag. I mean, they were just sharp, man. They're carrying the flag. They put it in a box and brought it up on the stage, and they were talking about they unfolded it, and as they were folding it back, they would start talking about it. And when they got to the part about it stands for the Pledge of Allegiance, and everybody stopped. Every one of them stopped, saluted the flag, and said the Pledge of Allegiance. Every one of them as they were doing it, and they did every step they went along. They did that, and it was just, I mean, it was just awesome. I've never seen it quite done that way, but if you've never seen that ceremony, it's something to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle Bill had the military ceremony. He was a World War II vet, and they came out with the guard and presented the flag, and it was very cool.
It is. Most people have never heard what the folds represent. Like I was saying earlier, if they knew what it represented, maybe they'd be a little less likely to desecrate or throw it down, or walk.
I'd say they probably more so.
Well, some of them probably could be, but
Yeah.
they
They're
would.
irreverent. They
Yeah.
they're full of hate.
But you can tell all through there the number of folds, that everything that it represents, all the references to God. Um, it's amazing. Your mother and your father, and then it goes right back to God again.
Yeah.
I wish our politicians, could see that and know a little bit about what it stands for. Because the very last one, when like I said, when it's when you completely fold it and the stars are up, it represents "In God We Trust," which is our motto. But
Yep.
I wish more of our politicians understood that.
I think that it's a spiritual battle.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be more and more apparent every single day how spiritual this battle is. All right. Well, that takes care of the main segment. We're going to go on into how you can help out the show, and then we'll follow up with the armed citizen talking about how guns were used to save lives or stop crime.
Exactly.
You want to take the first one here, ammo.com?
I sure can. Ammo.com. We talked about it earlier when we first introed the show. Ammo.com, awesome place. They got great deals on ammunition. Go check them out at ammo.com. Use our promo code God and Guns, and they will give you at checkout. If you spend $200, which is, you can ask Troy or myself, $200 is not a lot of money to spend on ammunition if you buy like we do. But you spend $200 and they will give you $20 off of your order. And like I said, they will let you also pick at checkout. They'll donate 1% to a charity of your choosing when you check out. That comes out of their pocket, so they're giving back to the community too, plus giving us a discount. So check them out. Ammo.com.
It's actually ammo.com/God and Guns because
Guns. That's our launch page, right?
Yeah, you got to go through that link. We have our own page, so just make sure that you do ammo.com/God and Guns, all spelled out. Let's see, where else we got Patreon? We don't have no more Patreon.
No more Patreon.
They don't like our. We're just evil people, I guess.
It's sad when you can't even give away stuff for free.
Yeah, I mean it's not like we're I don't know, whatever. Not my problem. So. God and Guns patches, we've got those and stickers. Had a couple orders today. We appreciate that, and we'll get those out tomorrow. Let's see what else we got. Join the RA, and the RA is still the biggest dog in the fight, guys. As much as they've really made everybody mad right lately of Caven and how they've not really held Trump accountable to the stupid things he's been saying about silencers and stuff, or the uninformed, I guess I should say. I mean, he's a New York guy. He's not used to freedom. So, let him know how you feel about him talking about getting rid of silencers, or let him know about bump stocks. I mean, although I'm not saying bump stocks is worth falling on the sword for, but I'm saying that anytime that freedom is limited, it's wrong. And so that's just what I'm saying. But join the RA, join all the other pro-gun freedom organizations out there, and there are several. Second Amendment Foundation, and what's the other one?
Hey, every state you got a gun, like Georgia gun owners, for us. And
Gun Owners of America. You got, oh gosh, Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain. I'm like life members of like 5. I can't remember them all. I should list them on here so I wouldn't be guessing. But if you join the NRA using our link, they send us some love. So that's the whole thing about it. DeVore link. If you use our link for DeVore, it's an Optics Planet Clearinghouse. I was telling a guy just like Tuesday about him, or Wednesday, I guess it was. And because he was like, "Hey man, where'd you get that proper shirt that's got these cool zippers in it? You can put stuff in." I said, "I got it from DeVore. Here's a link." And he's like, "Okay." He went on, signed up right there. So use that link, and they'll send us some love if you guys buy something. Hoplite, if you want to buy armor, you can buy it through our affiliate link at Hoplite Armor, and click on it. Show notes. Be on the Farms Radio Network. Be on it would be on our webpage. Our webpage is still dead. Zija. I've had a ton of you guys asking for samples, and it cost me to send out a week sample. It's about $25 out of my pocket. So if you're serious about it, I don't mind. I don't mind sending it, but I want to know that you're going to take it. You're not just going to get it in and say, "Ooh, it's nasty," and throw it in the garbage, because it cost me quite a bit of money to send you guys out a sample pack. But it's good stuff. I mean, I've been taking it now for almost 10 years, and I can't do without it. And so what I did do a couple weeks ago, I started back on the XM3 pills along with the Zija and the tea, and I have dropped as of this morning. I've dropped 14 pounds in the last 2 weeks, uh,
Man,
and and I've been really good on my diet for the most part. It's just the quantity I've cut back on. I haven't eaten out, so not eating out helps me lose weight because the portions are smaller than I make here at home and things like that. But I've got the link in here for Russ Bianchi's things to stay away from. It's the diet that you're supposed to, it's recommended to follow if you want to lose the most weight, which is pretty much if it's something that you can take out of a bag and eat directly, you don't want to eat that because it's too processed. But if it's something that requires you to prepare it, cook it, you know, make it, uh, wash it, and chop it up or something like that, then it's probably going to be good for you. But it's a real simple list. It's like 3 pages. It's not a difficult plan. Uh, and the Zija just helps me not feel hungry, and the XM3 suppresses your appetite and gives you energy, and it's not like a high caffeine thing. It's going to give you jittery, reactions. And the tea is just a cleansing tea. So the whole, if you do the whole formula, everybody keeps asking me, how much is it? How much is it? It's not cheap. It's about $200 a month. But if you're losing, like I did the first month, 76 pounds, it's a good investment. And if your blood sugar and all the other numbers and stuff go away and you don't have to take drugs anymore, I think it's a good investment. So I don't shy away from it. $200 is $200. If you can afford it, it's a great thing. Can't afford it, unsubscribe to some things that you're paying for and try it out. See if it works for you. It may not work for you. That's why I send out a sample pack. I'm not saying it works for everybody. I've had friends that try it. My wife can't take it. It makes her throw up. It's just because she's got a virus in her stomach that she's choosing to ignore, that causes her to not be able to keep it down. So it's just a ground up Moringa oleifera plant. It's very clean processed, easy to take with you. So that's all the stuff about Zija tonight. Next up, get it, Doug. You got it.
absolutely. Crossbreed holsters. Hey, we showed you one of the ones that we're going to be talking about on the show here coming up with Murray from Crossbreed. One of their new ones that Troy and I have been wearing and sampling, and I like it. Um, so, Crossbreed, man, they got a holster for you. No matter what kind of gun you're carrying, Crossbreed's going to, they either got one or they can make you one. So, Troy and I both carry for 90% of the time Super Tut Deluxe with the horsehide backer. It's soft, it's comfortable, and let's face it, guys. If you have a holster that's not comfortable, you're not going to wear it, and you're not going to keep it on you. So go check our buddies out, crossbreedholsters.com. Use the promo code GNG and get a 10% discount for just listening to Troy and I on the show talking about it. So we're helping you out. Axelson Tactical. I have my Axelson Tactical right here. Troy's got his probably somewhere back behind him, but this is
It's in the safe at the moment.
Oh, is it? This is
Mhm.
my Combat 5.56, and it is a hog killing machine. It is a tack driving machine. High performance, well shooting. I mean, they're just accurate. They make a great product. They have a website now that they sell all kinds of different guns that you can buy through them, and they got great prices on them. They've been having a promo code of 25% off of most everything in their store. So go check our buddies out. It's AxelsonUSA.com. Use our promo code God and Guns on there as well, and they will give you a 10% discount. Just remember, if they're running a sale for 25% off, they won't let you stack the 10% that Troy and I give you. So take the 25% and go with that. If they're not running a sale and you get ready to buy one, make sure you put a promo code in and get a 10% discount on that. But go check them out, AxelsonUSA.com.
Yep, and if there's a comment field, leave it in there that you're coming there because of God and Guns, so they'll know that.
Exactly.
There you go. So Andrew just said 14 pounds. I said, yep, 14 pounds. I'm the lowest weight that I've been in 15 years. I'm down from all-time high. I'm down 134 pounds overall. But I think I'm going to be able to drop quite a bit more over the next couple of weeks on this mission trip. So we'll see how it goes. And I don't know what he's talking about. 90%. Did I say something about 90%?
No, that's why I told him that. I said that you and I carry 90% of the time in our
yeah.
holsters. Hey, there are instances sometimes when we both carry in a different type holster, depending on the situation. So
I think the only time I carry anything that's not a crossbreed is when I carry my Ruger SP-101 pistol revolver, and I carry it in a DeSantis pocket holster. Other than that, I think I carry everything else in a crossbreed.
the only time I carry one is when I need a paddle holster, just to slip on going to work in the morning, because it's excuse me, it's too it's a little bit more challenging when I get to work taking the Cooper Tuck in and out of your pants. So the paddle holster works great. If Crossbreed made a paddle holster, Murray, there's your suggestion. If they made a paddle holster, I would definitely have one, and I would be carrying that, no doubt.
Cool. And Tyrus Alliance, Guiding Guns is a Tyrus Alliance member. There's a ton of great veterans and first responders and police, retired police and retired, and just good old fashioned patriots that have went together and are supporting each other to help our veterans, help veterans' families with lots of charities. So if you're not checked out Interior Alliance, please do. If you become a member, you get a discount on all those products. And if you become a life member, you get even bigger discount. Plus, you get a challenge coin and some really cool stuff. I don't know if there may not be more life memberships left. I think there's only 100. So I don't know how many we got left over there, but it would probably save for staying left.
We got in.
And
early.
then, go ahead.
We got in early.
Yeah, I think I was number 12. I was on the original bunch. I think I was in the first. I know I was in the first 20. I think my coin for Interior Alliance was 21 of the original 20 of the, but I signed up before a lot of other people. All right, so I also dropped a link in the Russ Bianchi's things to stay away from diet plan. It's not really a diet. It's just if you don't eat these things, you'll be healthier and you'll lose weight, kind of thing. And it's common sense stuff, but some things you wouldn't really think about. So, all right, NRA Armed Citizen.
NRA Armed Citizen comes to us tonight from Kelso, Washington. Story is from Fox 12 staff at KPTV. Deputies homeowner shoots suspect car prowler in Kelso. A homeowner shot and wounded a suspect car prowler in Kelso early Thursday morning, according to, I'm going to pronounce this wrong. It's Cowlitz, I think, County Sheriff's Office. After 1 a.m., deputies responded to a report of a vehicle prowl in the 2100 block of Holcomb Loop Road. Sheriff's Office said the 911 caller reported her husband had fired a shot while confronting the suspect car prowler. Once on scene, deputies confirmed the homeowner shot the suspect and caused birdshot pellets wounds to the suspect's leg. The suspect, who had been identified, had not been identified, was taken to St. John Medical Center for treatment. After being released, the suspect was booked into Cowlitz County Jail on an unrelated warrant. The sheriff's office said the investigation is ongoing.
Well, it's good that he stopped the crime. I don't know that he had been legally justified here in Kentucky, unless he was getting ready to set fire to your barn or break in, or if he had broken into your house.
Unless he threatened you with a knife or something for confronting.
Yeah. If they come at you with something, but if he's just breaking into a car, you can shoot a gun in a safe direction away from. It was a warning, but I'm not much on warnings. I'm pretty much like keep them leveled at the threat.
Right.
But I would, you never know what you're gonna run up on. So somebody might shoot you for just to break in and steal $20 out of your car console or something.
I don't know if you saw there. I watched 2 or 3 videos this past week with police officers, and one of them was a guy that had a knife in his hand. He's talking to the police officer. The cop is talking to him. All of a sudden, the dude pulls a knife out, and the cop starts backing up. He pulls his gun, and he's got his gun on the guy, and he's telling him, "Drop your knife and stop. Stay back." The guy keeps coming, keeps coming. I mean, the cop gave him ample time and then shot him. And then another one, a guy had a big old piece of chain and he was swinging it at the cop and threatened that he was going to beat him with it. And the cop's backing up and he's telling him, stay back. I'm telling you, stay back. I'm going to shoot you. I mean, repeatedly, I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to shoot you. And finally, the guy got a little too close with that chain and he shot him. I don't understand why people can't get that through their head. If you don't want to get shot, do what the officer tells you.
Well, some people don't listen. That's why they end up, that's why they break laws.
Yeah.
Some people just don't follow the rules. Some people, the rules don't apply to them.
Well,
some elected officials.
Well, true. But as soon as that shooting happens, that officer's going to be under investigation.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an illegal shooting because that was so and so's son, and he's always been a good boy, and he would never do nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But they got him on body cam. There he is. He's doing it.
There he is. Yep, that's a camera always tells a story.
It does.
Most of the time, it's pretty accurate. Sometimes it's not. You can't make everything out of it, but it's better to have it, I guess. I've been looking at buying one for when I'm on security at church, just so if there were anything happened, I would be able to rebut their claim.
Right.
But the ones that actually work are pretty expensive. So maybe the church will buy me one. I doubt it. I seem to be the one that always goes and confronts people when I'm there. So I would probably need to get that for my own personal liability. All right. I'm sorry. I feel a little flat tonight. I feel like I'm just a little bit, I'm a whole lot run down. I'm a whole lot emotionally drained from this last week, last couple of weeks. And so you guys got any questions while you're out there? Please like the show. You guys are watching this. There are 5 of you out there watching right now. So if everyone would give us a thumbs up and share the video, we appreciate it. You got anything else, Doug?
I'm good, man.
We had someone over there saying Catholic was the only true church and that we were whatever. So I took it down because I'm not about dividing the body. I'm about uniting us in the gospel. And so if y'all want to know why I took it down, I don't need somebody come here and try and divide everybody up and get a fight started.
Nope.
Okay. So you have anything else?
I'm good, man.
Good deal. All right, so I've already got the Parler, and that's, you got to spell it right. If not, you get some weird stuff. Parler, I think. Let me look up here and look. It's not LAR or LOR because that's like stuff you don't want to send your children to. It's Parler, and I've got it under at Troy Clopton, and I've got it under at God and Guns, and it wouldn't let me do abbreviation, so it's the AND, God AND Guns. All right, so we're going to wrap it up. Send your feedback to Troy at GodandGunsPodcast.com or
Doug at GodandGunsPodcast.com.
Please tell your friends about us. Leave us an iTunes review and like us on Facebook and join us over on Parler. And we're going to start trying to submit videos to the gun, and then scroll away from it again. The gun streamer. I'm going to see what the process is for that and get that going. If somebody hadn't stole their name already. And then what else can we do here? Subscribe to us on YouTube. And when you subscribe, please also like and hit that little icon so it notifies you whenever we post up that we're getting ready to have a video or we put up a new video. You guys know how to do that. And follow us on Twitter as long as that lasts. At God and Guns Pod, and search for us on Instagram and search for us on MeWe. MeWe is another like a backup to a Facebook. Website is still down, but it is guidingainstpodcast.com. So until next time, Doug, have a blessed week.
And keep your guns close, but keep your Bible closer.
Good night, guys. We thank you for joining us, and please be in prayer for my neighbor Lloyd. He has had a rough 8 months, now I guess 10 months of this whole process of cancer, and he is he's hurting. And so I asked you remember him, remember her daughter as well. She is her sons, which are Sue's grandsons. So just got us all sorted down. I mean, we know she's in a better place, but it's just been a real difficult time that we've been going through. So thank you all for remembering us and praying for us, and we appreciate it. We're going to get out of here, guys. Good night.
Y'all have a good night.